Another episode of the Tuesday Showdown. Today we have another divisional matchup here for you. Again, the Nationals going up against the Atlanta Braves. We're going to continue actually on this road trip with the Nationals. Nationals will appear here on the next. Well, they were on the last episode, and now they are going to be on this episode. And I believe they are going to appear in the next episode as well. They just had some good games coming up and matchups that were intriguing. So they kind of just appeared a bunch here on our primetime games here on the Tuesday Showdown and Sunday Night Baseball. But they are sitting in second place in the National League East behind the Mets. The Mets have been playing really well lately, so it's been tough for them to catch them. But the Nationals are in a wild card spot currently, and they are facing the Atlanta Braves, who are, to say the least, having a rough season. 16 games out, and pretty much at the bottom of the NL East. The only team worse than them, the Miami Marlins, which was very expected. But as you can see here, they're going to be facing off against the Nationals. We got Max Scherzer, 8-2 with a 2.86 ERA, facing off against Mike Minor, who's 4-7 with a 3.02 ERA. So he's just been kind of the victim of a lack of run support, it would seem. Having a rough season so far. But I'm going to be the Nationals in this game. I just kind of wanted to pitch as Max Scherzer. Sick of facing him, so figure why not? If you can't beat him, then join him. Right? So I'm going to be Max Scherzer and the Nationals. Maybe I could win one of these Tuesday Showdowns. Let's go ahead and get into this ball game here. Nationals, one of the best ERAs in baseball. With 2.88 ERA. Braves not pitching too bad themselves, but like I said, I think their pitchers are victims of a lack of offense, as they have a team batting average this season of 234. But let's see, we're going to wear those, and like I said, Max Scherzer going up against Mike Minor. And I'm pretty sure we're just going to keep this lineup the same what they got here. Surprised that Juan Uribe is not in this lineup here for the Braves. Thought I had it in there. Maybe they switched him out for the day or something like that. No Bryce Harper again in this game. Bryce Harper is done for the season with a torn MCL. 6+ months. He's on the 60-day DL. We will not see him again for the remainder of this season, unfortunately. But that's the lineup we're going to go out there with today. Tony Gwynn Jr. could get a crack at the starting lineup for a day or two. He's being impatient, spending too much time on the bench. Maybe, I really don't want to put him in. Gerard Span's kind of, Gerard Span's been cold, so we're going to go ahead and get Tony Gwynn Jr. in there. Give Span a day off and see if he can kind of collect himself a little bit. But yeah, we're going to put him in. So we're going to go ahead and put Gwynn in the 7 hole and then Espinoza in the 8 hole. Try and get this offense a little jump started. They've been having up and down year, but they did play very well against the Cubs earlier in the year. Although the Cubs were able to take 4 of the 7 games against these guys, but otherwise they've been pretty good this year. But it's going to go ahead and do it for me. I'm going to go ahead and kick it out to Matt, Eric, and Steve out at Turner Field in Atlanta. And I'll be back after the game, guys. Enjoy.
With Rollins leading from second. Here's the pitch. Hitter, the 11th no-hitter in Los Angeles Dodger history. The first since Hideo Nomo in 1996. Josh Beckett, a no-hitter.
And the pitch, and Blanco bunts it, and it's a good bunt. Schode has it. He will wing it down the right field line. Here comes Crawford, and this game is over.
A good crowd filing in at Turner Field in Atlanta. It's the Nationals and Braves coming up next. Nice shot there of the nighttime skies over Turner Field in Atlanta. Tonight we continue the road trip with the first of 3 between the Nationals and the Atlanta Braves. Hi again, folks. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this matchup of NL Eastern Division rivals. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, a good matchup on the mound here in this opener.
Yeah, and you look at the numbers on these two guys we're going to see here today. Both of these starters coming off of a no decision in their last outing, so both will be looking to get back into the win column here.
All right, Steve, thanks. We'll hear from EK momentarily, but first, let's give you a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Washington Nationals as they'll align themselves like this here tonight. They'll match up against the young left-hander Mike Minor. Now a quick look at how the Braves will align themselves behind him. Anthony Rendon will move towards the batter's boxes. We're just about set to get underway tonight. First of three is underway on this Tuesday night as the opening pitch is taken for ball one. EK, let's take a look at our homestanding nine as they enter play here this evening. They come in looking to make it two in a row as they were winners last time out.
And the thing about baseball is that each new day brings a new opportunity. So we'll see if these guys are up to the task here.
Drifting under it now is Markakis, and he's got it for the first out. So with that, let's call up the scouting report as you get a look there at what we'll see going forward from this 27-year-old southpaw. Ian Desmond will stand in now, just a few ticks shy of the 300 mark for the season. Now here's the first pitch. And this is hit sharply on the ground toward the hole. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Batting third, left fielder, Jason Worth.
Jason Worth will stand in, hoping to put game here. As you see, the numbers have fallen off a bit over these past 8 ball games. Now the first pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
And he'll snap one over to first. And a dive, but he's back in. One-0 pitch now. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
The 1-1 on its way to work. And this is lined hard to deep left. Johnson is going to get there as he backs up to put it away. And there are 2 gone now.
Yeah, and I think he thought he got that one pretty good. That looked like it might turn into extra bases, but that's a nice job to close quickly and run it down in the alley.
Here's Nate McLouth now. And a bouncing ball, foul. From the stretch. And this one misses to McLouth as that evens the count at 1-1.
He's tracking that all the way across the plate, but that had too much sweep to it for him to think of swinging.
Now the 1-1 here to McLouth. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. Ready with the 2-1. Swung on and hit in the air to left. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Now the starting lineup for the host Atlanta Braves. They'll go to work against the American League Cy Young Award winner from 2013, the hard-throwing right-hander Max Scherzer. And defensively, here's how Washington will take the field behind him. Nick Markakis will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first. Start him with a changeup, but this is too high, ball one. EK, you take a look at our visitors as they enter play here this evening. They're on a nice little run, winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
And it's been a perfect start to the road trip, too. They get the 3-game sweep to start it out. Now they come in here full of confidence and looking to keep that streak going.
And Markakis lays off here. It's 2-1. Now here's the pitch. He goes the other way as this is hit well out toward deep left field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Andrelton Simmons will stand in for the first time here. Here's the first offering. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Now the 0-1 is right back past him on the mound, and it's going to keep on going into center field. It's a base hit.
Oh, and that's a good sign right there. They're really hoping to get him going out of that 2 spot. And he comes through big time right here with a first-inning single.
Freddie Freeman will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. First pitch coming. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes.
Quite a matchup here. You've got one of the front runners for the Cy Young matching up against one of the front runners for the MVP.
1-0 on the way. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
It's a good at-bat so far. A walk would give your cleanup guy a chance to bat here in the first with a couple of men on.
.3-0 pitch. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
And once they fell behind in the count, I think this is a case where they just say, look, you're going to have to fish for something because we are not going to just lay one right in there for you. Probably not a bad decision against a power guy like this.
Kelly Johnson will stand in for the first time, and he's seen that average climb during his current 7-game hitting streak. Now the first pitch. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1.
Just because he's thrown 5 straight balls doesn't make this an automatic take, especially for a guy in this part of the lineup.
Now Johnson will await the 1-0. Swing and a ball bounced back up the middle. Espinoza, relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
Boy, and this would have been a really costly double play, but fortunately, he's hustling all the way down the line, and he's able to beat that throw on the back end.
Chris Johnson will get his first opportunity now. First pitch coming. Fouled back. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. We'll move to the second now at Turner Field with no score. Ryan Zimmerman leads things off now in the top half of the second.
First baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Here's the first offering. First pitch of the inning is bounced up the middle, and they're going to get themselves a base runner rather quickly here as that's into center field for a leadoff single.
Boy, you talk about a ball having eyes. First off, he's fortunate to get this one by the pitcher. It's not hit especially hard, but you'll see it get past second base where neither middle infielder can track it down. It'll make its way into center field.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. There's one on to Freeman, and they get the double play.
Well, it only took him 1 pitch to get himself in trouble, and 1 pitch later, he's already out of trouble by getting that double play.
Tony Gwynn Jr. will stand in here, looking to keep the inning alive with 2 gone now in the top of the second. Now the pitch. And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Here's the 1-0. Swinging a shot back up the middle, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
And you know the hitting coach right now is sitting in that dugout pumping his fist because that's what he's preaching all day, every day. Hit the ball up the middle, hit it hard.
Danny Espinoza will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at first. First offering on the way. Gwynn running. Pitch inside the throw, and they will not get Gwynn here as he steals second base.
Wow, they're trying to make something out of this inning after all. He's off and running here with 2 away, and he gets into second safely. So now all it'll take is a base hit to get us our first run of the game.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Here comes the 1-0. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball toward the hole. He's got it. From a knee, he throws him out. A remarkable play there to retire the side. 3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. Through an inning and a half, no score on the show. Jace Peterson will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. And a ball, 1-0. The next pitch. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Tries to drag his way on here, but now he's behind 1-2.
And he had the perfect pitch to try that. Right on the outside corner.
Here comes the 1-2. Swing, hard hit ball to second. Throw on by Espinoza takes care of him for the first out. So 1 gone now as we give you a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. A.J. Pierzynski will dig in for the first time now, looking to get back on track as he's seen that average stumble a bit here these past 9 ball games. First pitch on the way. And the first pitch to the 38-year-old veteran is in for a called strike, 0-1. Here it comes. And a curveball, 79 miles an hour. It's in there, 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Here comes Scherzer on 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
1-2. And oh no, play that didn't get him where it sounded like it got him. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here. So unfortunately, he'll be forced to leave the game here with an apparent head injury. And we're hoping, of course, it's nothing too serious, but it's usually not good when it's above the neck. Taylor Jordan will be summoned now to take over following the injury.
Number 38, Taylor Jordan.
Eric Young Jr. get his first chance now, trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second.
Young Jr.
First pitch coming. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1.
Boy, hitting the guy wouldn't exactly be the smoothest way to enter a ball game. He's lucky that one didn't get him.
And now a pitch on the way. Runs up to bunt here, but this is going to kick just foul down the line. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Bottom of the second here with no score. Here's the 1-2. And this one will be foul back in among the fans. Here he comes again, 1-2. And the fastball easy to lay off that time, 2-2.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there, because this had the looks of a very quick inning. But at least he's been able to stretch his at-bat out a little bit.
Here comes a 2-2. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. The 3-2 pitch. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. McLeod is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Taylor Jordan is ready to go here as we begin the 3rd.
For the Nationals, catcher Taylor Jordan.
First pitch to him. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Here's the pitch. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
The pitch. And he swings and hits this ball high in the air and deep to left center field. And it looks like he'll have extra bases here to begin the 3rd. And he will make it into second with a 2-base hit here to begin the 3rd.
How about that for turning the tables to start the inning? Here you are out on the mound thinking, thank goodness I've got the pitcher leading off. But he's got other plans. As he gets pretty good wood on this one, he's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double.
Anthony Rendon will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI opportunity, but you've got to remember your first job, which is to at least get that guy over to third base.
Now here's the first pitch. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. He's set, now the pitch. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And he'll barrel right through the stop sign, headed for the plate. A tag by Pierzynski, he's out at the plate.
Yeah, let's watch this again here, because I don't think this jump was all that bad at second. It was going to take a great throw from center field to get him, and this one is right there to cut him down trying to score.
Here's the shortstop, Ian Desmond. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. The 1-0 home. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. 1-1 pitch on the way. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
Wow, no chance of getting on top of that fastball. I mean, that's helmet level right there.
Minor ready with a 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's a fair ball. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
Boy, it's only the third inning here, and he's already given up more hits so far than he did in his entire start last time out. He hasn't been able to reproduce what he had going on last time, at least not to this point.
Jason Worth will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. Here's the first pitch to him. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a shot towards second. Simmons relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We've played 2.5. No score on the show. Mike Minor makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. Now here's the first pitch. In there at the knees as he authors a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
And I think he'll keep riding that pitch until these guys prove they can do something with it.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
And you have to figure he didn't think he'd be seeing any action this early on, but he's going to need to hold down the fort for a while here, now that their starter's already out of the ballgame.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And standing in, the powerful right fielder, Nick Markakis. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Now the 1-0 pitch. Off the plate again. 2-0 now.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Well, you can tell he's trying to work that pitch away, but he might have left that one a little more over the plate than he intended.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Oh, he shoots this one on into center field for a base hit.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
In now is Andrelton Simmons as he lines this one out to center. And that's in there, base hit.
I tell you, he has not looked like a 220 hitter to me. This is his second hit of the ball game, and he smoked this one pretty good.
Freddie Freeman will dig in. Drew a walk his first time around. And here's the first pitch. And a fastball just misses for ball one.
And you can bet they'll pitch him carefully with a couple guys on base.
Here's a 1-0. And he takes a called strike one.
Boy, that got a lot of the plate, cutting right across the zone. I think if he had that pitch to do over, he would have taken a rip at that one.
Here comes the 1-1. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. But he will haul this in on the run as he had to go back to the warning track to do it, and there are two away.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it, running it down.
Here's Kelly Johnson. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a ball hit fairly well, heading high and deep toward right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Two left for Atlanta. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Nate McLeod will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth.
The right fielder, number 15, Nate McLeod.
Now the first pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And, oh, this one drops. Now here's the pitch. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Here it comes. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, he's had a lot of guys swinging at pitches out of the strike zone early on, so it's a great idea to go ahead and bounce one there on 0-2.
Minor ready with a 1-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That changeup's been real effective for him so far. Guys have been falling behind in the count, so they're forced to protect. And this thing looks so good coming out of his hand that they just go ahead and chase after it.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
Wilson Ramos will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. He waits. Now the pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. He's ready now. The pitch. 0-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air to right field. And Markakis will tuck this one in for out number 2.
And with 2 strikes, when you force a hitter to hit your changeup, that's how you take his power away, especially when it's down in the zone. That's a sign of a smart pitcher right there.
Tony Gwynn Jr. will stand in. A base hit his first time around. Here's the first offering. 92 splits the plate, and it's strike one. Pause, now the pitch. And he's right on the fastball there, hit pretty well out towards deep left. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Nationals leave one. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Chris Johnson will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth. Now the first pitch. And he'll start the at-bat with a slider that didn't miss by a whole lot. It's ball one. Here's the 1-0. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on by Espinosa takes care of him for the first out. And these two teams right back at it tomorrow night. We'll have coverage of game 2 of the series in high definition on the show as you get a look there at the two starters scheduled to oppose one another. Jace Peterson will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First pitch coming. Now a fastball here as this is slashed the other way over the third baseman's head. A fair ball. Around first, digging for two now, and he'll pull in there with a one-out double.
Well, the average is clearly not where he wants it to be, but you wouldn't know it by that swing right there. Pitch selection has been a problem for him, but this is right out over the plate, and this might help him get back into a positive state of mind.
Standing in now, A.J. Pierzynski, as he will swing at the first pitch and send a ground ball out to short. In the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out.
Fortunately here, no advance from that runner at second base, so he stays still. But the problems are going to deepen here as he puts runners on first and second now on what will be scored an infield single.
Eric Young Jr. will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. From the belt, the pitch. Oh, and he lays one down here, and this is going to be a tough play. Low roller, and he barehands it. And they will get, no, he's in there. A very close play at first.
Man, you get flat out wide. I mean, once this thing got down, you figured if this is a fair ball, it's a base hit. That's almost too easy there.
Mike Minor will stand in now with the bases loaded, and this is one at-bat he doesn't want to just throw away. He can really help himself here.
Yeah, hitting is not really in a lot of pitchers' DNA, but you're right. If he can find a way to just find a hole with the ground ball, that could be huge.
Here's the first offering. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Ready now on 1-1. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And the recovery will be in time to get him at the plate. And that's going to hurt because now there are two away. The 2-1. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Here's the 2-2 offering. This is foul right side. Here's another 2-2. In the air to straightaway center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 2 left for Atlanta. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Danny Espinoza will start things off as they look to do something here to get on the scoreboard for the first time.
And they've seen some opportunities come and go. They do have 7 hits, so it's not like they haven't had base runners. They just haven't been able to bring those guys in.
Here we go!
First offering on the way. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Now here it comes. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And as of right now, these guys find themselves in the number 5 spot in that category in the NL. Taylor Jordan will stand in here. He doubled his first time around. First pitch coming. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. But this is foul for the first strike. No runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now here's the pitch. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
And so far he's been real effective using that inside part of the plate tonight. I don't think that pitch was even in the strike zone, and Show Track will confirm that for us right now. And I guess he felt like it was close enough that he had to take a rip at it.
In now is Anthony Rendon. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. Now the pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. 0-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. Young is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. We'll see Nick Markakis when we come back. Halfway home, still no score. And here is Nick Markakis now. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. First pitch to him. And that's grounded foul past a former video game motion capture star, Bo Porter, in that third base coaching box. Now the pitch. And he lays off for ball 1. And the pitch. And Markakis lays off here. It's 2-1. A 2-1 offering. Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Here comes the 3-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Zimmerman is over, and he puts it away for the first out.
Pretty good work out of the bullpen, as you see there. He got called in much earlier than I'm sure he expected, but he's given him a real lift so far.
Andrelton Simmons will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. Now here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
This is a spot where it helps to have a 2-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
1-0 on the way. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. Now the 1-1. Here's Desmond now at short. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Well, unfortunately, it appears he's going to be forced out of the game with what looks like a lower right arm injury. And it could be a number of issues, of course, so hopefully it's nothing too serious. Tanner Roark will be summoned now to take over following the injury.
Number 57, Tanner Roark.
Freddie Freeman will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
First baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
First pitch on the way. Fouled back. The pitch. Now a ball lined towards center field. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
It wasn't just that he was getting fastballs there. He was balls. This catches a ton of the plate, and he turns it around for a solid single.
Here's Kelly Johnson. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Gwynn has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. 1 left for Atlanta. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Ian Desmond will get things started here in the top of inning number 6.
Ian Desmond.
Here's the first pitch to him. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. The 1-1. And my gracious, that really drilled him as it rolls toward the first baseline. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Jason Worth will stand in now. He's lined out and hit into a double play in his first 2 trips. Now here's the first pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Comes set, now the pitch. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And this one is gone, a home run. So a two-run shot to left center, number 196 for his career. And the Nationals move out in front here 2-0.
Boy, I want you to check out the location of where this pitch is in the strike zone. It's up and it's right down the middle. I mean, maybe you get away with that to a 220 hitting backup catcher, but not to a guy like this.
Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. Here's Nate McLouth now, as this is popped foul behind the plate at strike one. 2 runs, 9 hits. And no errors so far for the Nationals. Now a high bouncer toward the hole. Knee high, he barehands it on to first. So a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
And you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. Throw on to first takes care of Zimmerman for the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
Wilson Ramos will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Now the first pitch. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Peterson has got it, and the side is retired. Nats pick up a pair in the inning on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's 2-0 Washington. Chris Johnson will step in to get things started for the Braves in their half of the 6th. And here's the first pitch. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. It's a solo shot here for Chris Johnson. And the Braves have struck for a run. It's now a 2-1 game.
Oh, and you know what? I think he's going to kick himself out there in left field when he watches the tape replay and realizes just how close he came to robbing this home run. I don't think he quite got the timing down right, because if he had, I think he makes this play. Instead, this is going to sneak over the wall for a home run.
Into the box, Jace Peterson.
Second baseman,
Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Here's the pitch. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Pitch on the way. Looking to drop one down, but he can't make contact. 1-2. Here it comes. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, let's take a look at the sequence here on Showtrack. The first 3 pitches, they're all going to be down in the zone. So now you've got the guy thinking he's going to see something else around the knees. Boom. That's when they change the sight level and get that last pitch by him at the letters.
Stepping in now, A.J. Pierzynski. And he takes ball 1. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's around the plate and he's getting guys to go after it, it's doing its job. But if he starts to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy take.
Pierzynski waiting, now the 1-1. Pitch taken there by Pierzynski, and it's 2-1 now. 2-1. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. Here's the 2-2 home. And this is going to be a foul ball. Another try at 2-2. Full count, 3-2.
Well, that pitch is so low and such an easy take that you basically waste that opportunity you had on 2-2.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Fouled straight back. Now the payoff pitch home. Out in front, but this is skied into straightaway right. And McLouth will make the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, I'll tell you what, this won't look like a whole lot in the box score, but anytime you can make a pitcher use up 8 pitches to get you out, you've done your job as a hitter.
Eric Young Jr. will dig in, 1 for 2 to this point in the ball game. First pitch coming. And it's the outside corner. It's strike 1. And now a pitch on the way. Trying to bunt here, but this winds up hitting him. And they're going to say that he went after it. A strange strike 2. Now here's the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Now another 0-2. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2. Now here it comes. On the ground, softly towards second. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. But the Braves are able to get one back on the solo homer. Bottom third of the order, 7, 8, 9, due up to start the 7th. It's the Nationals 2 and the Braves 1. Back here at Turner Field, Nationals on top in this one as we get ready for the 7th. But first, let's check out the game summary to see how we got here. Tony Gwynn Jr. will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Tony Gwynn Jr.
Now the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. You surprised they've left this guy out there to start the 7th?
I thought he was looking a little shaky in the 6th, so I don't think he's going to be on a real long leash right here.
Now here's the pitch. Grounded softly to the left side. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, second baseman, Danny Espinosa.
Danny Espinosa will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. First pitch coming. In the air to right center. And this will be taken in without much trouble. It's an easy start to the 7th. 2 gone.
Well, good pitch there to get the out. And looking ahead, he's due to lead off the next half inning. So, in all likelihood, this could be the end of the line for him on the mound.
Dan Ugla will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Reaches out, but he can't get it. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
And the pitch. Hit pretty well, as this is out toward deep center. Young is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Nationals gone in order, as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Juan Uribe will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 9, Juan
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher set to take over now, and it'll be the 6'6" lefty Matt Thornton that's called upon. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. (1-0). And that's off his leg on the mound. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Nick Markakis will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Here's the first offering. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
As a manager, you love your relievers to come in and give you plenty of strikeouts. But I'll tell you what, there isn't a manager alive that'll get upset when you come in and get 2 outs on 3 pitches.
Andrelton Simmons will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. First offering on the way. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
Nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, pitchers have the right to work inside.
The 1-0 pitch. And he couldn't lay off there as he offers it a pitch in the dirt, and the count comes even now at 1-1.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
Now the 1-1 pitch. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2. The pitch. 1-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
Yeah, tying runs on base now with 2 outs, and who knows? If this next guy can put one in the gap, we could have ourselves a tie ball game.
Freddie Freeman will step in, a base hit in his last time. First pitch coming. In there, strike 1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first, 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
He's ready. Now the pitch. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Nationals 2 and the Braves 1. Number 64 will be the new pitcher.
For the Braves, number 64.
Anthony Rendon will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Here it comes. Now the pitch. And he buys himself another pitch as this is fouled away to keep it at 0-2. The next 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Here's the pitch. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Here's another 1-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Freeman is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning. Visiting Nationals holding the lead here in the 8th as you get a look at our line score to this point in the game. Ian Desmond will step in. Singleton came around to score his last time. First pitch to him. In there for strike one, 0-1. Now the pitch. Here's the ball hit high in the air and fairly deep toward the right field corner. Markakis is out near the wall as he pulls it in for the second out. Jason Worth will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. Here's the first offering. On the ground is short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They lead it 2-1. Kelly Johnson will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
This whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the one run, that's it.
Casey Jansen will come on to make his 40th appearance this season.
44, Casey Jansen.
Kelly Johnson will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one.
And it's worth pointing out that they're burning through that bullpen here in game one of this series. That could have an effect on the rest of this week.
The 1-0. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. And he'll be there to make the play. Nicely done.
Well, this is why you have your speediest outfielder in center field. He doesn't have to be your best outfielder, but he's got to be able to track some things down. And this is why they've got him out there right now. What a brilliant play.
Here's Chris Johnson now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Pitch on the way. Now a ball hit sharply down the line at third, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Yeah, and plenty of hits here so far, but not a lot to show for it in the run column. Maybe this can help turn that around as they get a man on here with just one away.
Jace Peterson will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch on the way. A little late on the fastball here as this is bounced foul just off to the left. Strike one. He's set. Now the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? Desmond for one. And we're going to have ourselves a little discussion about that call as here comes the skipper out of the first base dugout. It looked from up here that the shortstop had the ball but dropped it on the transfer. And you can see the umpire saying just that very thing. But I believe the manager has a dissenting opinion here, so he'll have his say out there before he returns. A.J. Pierzynski will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. He waits. Now the pitch. Called strike 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
He's ready now. The pitch. Chopper foul. Ready with another 0-2. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. Now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
Quick check on that time run at first, and the runner will get back standing. He's set. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and he sets him down for out number 3. Braves strand 1. Our score remains 2-1. Nate McLeod will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Now here's the first pitch. That's popped up now towards short right field. Peterson is there, and it's a picture-perfect beginning to the 9th inning for a pitcher. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Well, sometimes when you miss with your location, it actually works to your benefit. I mean, this pitch is further up than I think he wants it, but hey, it works out for him.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. Throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now here it comes. Now a little dribbler up the line to first. Throw on to first takes care of him, and the top of the ninth is proving unfruitful thus far. 2 quick outs here.
Well, they're hitting them, I guess, but they're just not making solid contact. Here's another easy out, and he's just had his way with these guys since coming in here.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. The pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Boy, and slow out of the box that time as he's tagged out quickly. Nationals gone in order. They still lead it 2-1. Eric Young Jr. will step in, a ground out victim as last time. Drew Storen is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Nationals, number 22, Drew Storen.
Eric Young Jr. will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Runs up to bunt.
Yeah, and when you're looking to run up and catch him by surprise, you're hoping it's going to be a fastball. Because when you get an off-speed pitch, it really kind of throws your timing off.
And the pitch. And a sinker sinks too much there as it bounces into the catcher's glove. One on the way. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Now the 1-2. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Another 1-2 delivery. Hit hard on the ground to short. And through into left field, so the tying runs aboard to kick off the inning.
Let's take a look at all 5 pitches in this at-bat. They get ahead with strike 1, and then a good setup there that misses. Then he fights one off to make it 1-2. Then another tough pitch that he fouls off, and finally, bang! He comes through on the 5th pitch of that at-bat.
Cameron Maben will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 25, Cameron Maben.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on it, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
A look at Young, now the pitch. That's taken, now it's 0-2.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game and you want to work the count a little, but those were 2 pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
From the stretch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to first, in time, 1 away.
Well, it probably wasn't the way he wanted to move the guy into scoring position, but it's going to have to do, and he's going to get that man up to second base now with 1 away.
Nick Markakis will work now on getting that tying run home from second. Now here's the first pitch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here. My heart's racing, and I'm just watching this game.
Now the 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
So 1-1. And this is swung on and sent on the ground to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
These days in this game, we talk so much about situational hitting. Hit behind the runners, move guys up. But with 1 out, you're going to try to drive that guy in. That was a really unproductive out, even though the guy moves to third.
Andrelton Simmons will get a chance to tie this thing up here as that equalizer is just 90 feet away. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
Two outs here with a runner at third. The 1-0. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Nationals have run their winning streak to 5 in a row now as this ball game is over.
Well, there's another good win for these guys. That pushes their streak up to 5 in a row now, and it's been a total team effort. Good pitching, good hitting, good defense. They're doing it all right now.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Jason Worth. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he only had 1 hit, but he definitely made it count. A big home run that turned out to be the decisive blow in the ballgame.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. Washington is victorious in this one, 2-1. Good night from Atlanta.
The final line score for the ball game tonight for the victorious Washington Nationals.
All right, well, the Nationals were able to pull out that low-scoring game there, although, as you can see right here, big loss as they lose Max Scherzer to a broken nose. He's going to be out for only 1 to 2 weeks. Oh, he's going to heal from that broken nose pretty quick. I was thinking probably about 3 to 4 weeks, but not as big of a blow as I had originally thought. So we're going to go ahead and put him on the 15-day DL, let him rest up. And then, wow, you know, things could have been a lot worse for them, I guess, in this game. It could have been a lot bigger of a loss for them. They only lose Taylor Jordan here for the bruised hand for a few days, so he will be inactive in the bullpen, but still on the active 25-man roster. He will not be going to the DL. So definitely could have been a lot worse, but Tanner Roark racks up the win for the Nationals. Mike Minor takes the loss as he gave up that 2-run bomb to Jason Worth in the 6th inning. Kind of a tough luck loss for him. Again, like I said before the game, Atlanta looks like they're having a hard time hitting, and they definitely All right, well, they're not really having a hard time hitting because they're getting on base, but they're having a hard time getting guys in. They had a guy on third there in the 9th inning with Drew Storen on the mound, and Anderson Simmons, who was 3 for 4 in the ball game, comes up and hits just a little tapper. Barely even got to past the plate, and Wilson Ramos jumped up and threw him out. And that's what ultimately ended the game. Drew Storen ended up getting his 19th save, and Mike Minor takes his 8th loss of the year. I mean, with an ERA of 2.99, I mean, he's not pitching horrible. He's got a whip at 108. I mean, so you really can't really fault the guy. It's just, I guess, their guys just aren't hitting in the right situations. And I think that's what's really hurting them. I mean, if they even want to have a chance in the second half, which it's starting to dwindle pretty quickly for them, they need to pick up and start hitting the in the clutch there with guys and runners on scoring position. They need to start hitting a few more home runs. Although they're not really a team built around power, with the exception of Freddie Freeman, and I guess Nick Markakis is got a little bit of pop in his bat too. But I'm hoping that they're not going to put it back together when the Cubs see them after the All-Star break. But that's going to complete the month of June. Look at that. Finally completed the month of June. But that's, we're finally through it. We're going to go ahead and sim through this date, and I'm going to go ahead and give you a rundown and give you a look at the possible All-Star rosters coming up for the All-Star break in a couple weeks. So I'll go ahead and sim through this for you guys real quick. So here and go through our injuries here. And I don't really do anything with the minor league lineups. I just kind of let the computer take care of those. I'm more concerned about the major league rosters. Here, let's see if somebody comes back. Anybody comes back. Jeff Mathis comes back for the Marlins. So I'll put him back on the roster there. I'll have to kind of mess around with their roster since he came back. The Rockies get Willen Rosario back. He comes off the DL finally for them, so they got the Rockies are starting to get their team back. But and he's still going to be on the DL, John Axford. So we're going to keep him on the 15-day DL as we had him. And look at that. Now we're into the month of July. All-Star game coming up in, what, four more series. So we're getting close to that halfway point of the season as well. A lot of teams are starting to hit between 75 and 80 games on the season. So let's go ahead and take a look at the All-Star voting. The pitcher leading the starters is Clayton Kershaw. I feel that one's kind of a no-brainer there. Johnny Cueto not far behind him, although Johnny Cueto will be getting traded around trade deadline time. So we're going to kind of try and mimic the rosters and kind of see what happens. The relief pitcher leading it, Joel Peralta. At one point, Neil Ramirez from my team, the Cubbies, was in second here behind Antonio Bastardo, but I have no idea. He dropped off the face of the planet. Yeah, he's all the way down here. I mean, it's not like he's pitching horrible, although his ERA is no longer sub-1. But that's give you an idea there. Closer, wow, a lot of Dodgers on this. Kind of getting a little suspect here. Kenley Jensen leading that. He's actually taken the lead from Francisco Rodriguez in saves. Surprising. He's even got a better ERA, more strikeouts. He's just been pitching better than Francisco. K-Rod. All right, take a look at the catcher here for the National League. Jonathan Lucroy with Buster Posey, kind of a distance from, probably about 21,000 votes from him. But Lucroy leading the catcher vote in the National League. You got Freddie Freeman, who is leading the MVP votes right now as well in the National League, and leading the league in home runs, tied for the lead in home runs with Chris Bryant. He is got a decent margin over Brandon Belt from the Giants, although I believe both those guys will end up making the team. Probably Joey Votto as well from the Reds there. Votto and Belt kind of a little bit closer than Freeman and Belt. Second base, Neil Walker, who's been having a really good season, driving and runs like crazy. The guy's got 52 runs batted in so far this year, and I believe that's still that is tops in the National League at this point, still, or pretty close to tops. So, yeah, he's doing quite well there with a substantial margin over Howie Kendrick and Daniel Murphy there at the second base position. In third base, Anthony Rendon, who is leading, has a decent lead over David Wright of the Mets. Both Rendon has more homers, same amount of hits, but a few more stolen bases than him. And then the rest of the third baseman way down there, Martin Prado, sitting all the way down in third, more than 100,000 votes behind Anthony Rendon. So kind of a two-horse race there. If you're looking for where Chris Bryant might be on this list, not 100% sure. Didn't actually. He's a decent way down here. He's down under Chris Johnson, who was behind his teammate Juan Uribe on that list there. Shortstop Gene Segura, he's been having a good year for the Brew Crew. Is 280, leading that by almost 60,000 votes over Jung Ho Kang of the Pirates, the leader in the Rookie of the Year voting currently, and then Johnny Peralta way down there. I must say Peralta definitely, I think, deserves a few more votes there. He's having a good season. Well, he was having a good season until he ran into me, I guess. Honestly, I think he plays really well against me. He was batting 300 when he started that series against me earlier in the week. Left field, Ben Revere. Revere started off the season hot. Like, the guy was just on fire, double after double after double. He was batting like 350, and he has just fallen off within the last month. But still leading that vote by 24,000 votes over Justin Upton of the San Diego Padres. Justin Upton did a decent job against me as well. Carlos Gomez, who will be getting traded at trade deadline time to Houston, but he is smoking the rest of the center field. And Dexter Fowler right there, probably my best bet to make the All-Star team. You have to have at least one, and so I think that's going to be my representative. I don't really have many other hopes, but then McCutchen pretty decently behind Carlos Gomez, and then just nobody else is even close. Billy Hamilton, not even close there. And then right field, Hunter Pence and Matt Kemp kind of almost neck and neck there for right field, and Giancarlo Stanton a little bit farther down on the list. But yeah, honestly, I think Matt Kemp should be leading it over Hunter Pence. I don't know where. I think it's just because he was in the World Series last year, but Matt Kemp is definitely having a better season than Hunter Pence. But we'll see there. We'll go ahead and just switch it over to the American League real quick. Give you a quick rundown to this one too. Corey Kluber leading the starting pitcher one for the American League from the Cleveland Indians. Beating out CC Sabathia by a good amount. He is actually leading the Cy Young right now too, as was Clayton Kershaw. On to this next one here. Tommy Hunter, who is leading the All-Stars and for relief pitchers, pitching with a .54 ERA, just spotless so far this season. Hopefully that doesn't change too much when he gets traded to the Cubs at trade deadline time for Junior Lake. But we'll have to see how he's doing. He's obviously still going to come to the team regardless, but that would be a nice big bullpen arm right there for us. He's leading that one over Luke Orechover. I can't pronounce his name. I'm not even going to try and botch it anymore. And then closing pitchers leading that one is Dellin Betances from the Yankees. He has just been rolling all year. The Yankees have been kicking butt, and he has 35 saves in the first half. If he continues this pace into the second half, he will end up with 70 saves, which, if you guys know baseball, would give him the most saves in a season in MLB history. So that is a person to watch for the rest of the season right there. He could possibly be flirting with a record. And then Dave Robertson from the White Sox. That actually might be King Rouse's best bet to make the All-Star team, although I think he's got a couple other guys that are close too. Dave Robertson started off the season fantastic, but has really fallen off within a couple weeks, but he's starting to make a little bit of a comeback. So we'll see. He's a guy to watch for the rest of the season there as well for King Rouse. And then Brian McCann leading the catchers with Salvador Perez not too far behind him as well. Brian McCann, every time I played against him, he was hitting a home run against me. It must be the only home runs he has all year because he's only got 10 of them. And then you got first base. I don't know how Adam LaRoche is not leading this. Probably just because Albert Pujols is Albert Pujols. But I think that might be the other. That's one of the other guys that I think might make it for the White Sox to the All-Star team. But we'll have to see. You can be sure to catch that too on our Tuesday Showdown. That will be the Tuesday Showdown of the All-Star week. And then you might be able. I don't know if we're going to be doing the home run derby. I'll have to talk to King Ross about that. But and then Miguel Cabrera a little bit down there as well. So it's a tight race there for first base. 3 really good first basemen there. Second base, you got Dustin Pedroia, perennial All-Star, leading again in that category. Although I have no idea why he's beating Ian Kinsler. Kinsler is having one heck of a season. The guy hits. He's been fielding. He's just been out of his mind this year for a Tiger team who has been pretty average, to say the least. I was kind of surprised that they're not playing really well. They got a good team out there. But then nobody else even close there. I'm surprised that Jose Altuve is not really that close, considering he's batting .324, and I guess it must be the RBIs, but he's a leadoff guy. He's not going to get a lot of RBIs. Third base, we got Adrian Beltre, another perennial All-Star. Guy can hit the ball. He's been hitting the ball his whole career and definitely deserves to be in that spot. Got one of the highest averages for third baseman, I think, other than Trevor Plouffe, at least on this list. And he's got even more home runs than Josh Donaldson, so definitely deserves to be there, leading that one by probably 25,000 votes. No, 35,000 votes. And then you got D.D. Gregorius leading it for the shortstops, although he's got more home runs than Alexi King Rouse from the White Sox, King Rouse's team. Alexi's just getting smoked there, although Alexi, another candidate possibly for King Rouse. We're going to have to see what the All-Star teams look like when that comes. But D.D. Gregorius has 13 home runs this year. That's not a guy that you would think would hit 33 home runs. Although, God, every time I face him, too, he's another guy for the Yankees that is just wailing on me. Yankees a good ball club. They're really, I think they actually have the best record in baseball in our game here. And then left field, you got Yoenis Cespedes, followed by Hanley Ramirez. Cespedes not really sure why he's even leading this. He's got a lot of home runs, a good amount of RBIs, but man, look at the average. Definitely does not deserve to be there. Honestly, if I had to pick another guy for that, I'd probably have to say John Jaso. And look at that. The numbers are, although the home run numbers don't compare, he's definitely hitting far better. Even Brett Gardner, come on. But yeah, I guess the Tigers got to have somebody in there, right? Center field, we got Mike Trout. Mike Trout always good, leading that one by a good amount over Adam Eaton. Another one of King Rouse's guys. He's got a lot of guys, I guess, that are just like on the cusp. He's definitely been playing a little bit better lately, though. So his guys are getting in there again, and they deserve it. I mean, look at that. Adam Eaton, 23 stolen bases, tied with Rajay Davis. For, I think, the American League leader. There might be one other person above them. But that's kind of the situation there in center field. And Jose Bautista, tied for the home run lead in the league. 21 home runs, definitely deserves to be there. 55,000 votes above Nelson Cruz, although Nelson Cruz is a big man with a lot of power. Have to just see how that race shakes out, but I think both of those guys will make it. But that's your little breakdown here. A little at the end of the month of June. Let's get a quick look here at the standings real quick. In the NL East, we got the Mets leading the Nats by 4.5 games, and the rest of that division is a wash. I don't know what's going on there. But it's a 2-team race there in the NL East. The NL Central, we got my Cubs all the way down 11 games behind the Brew Crew. Now in 5th place after they lost to the Mets. So they need a comeback in today's game. And the Brewers leading that by 3.5 over the Pirates, 7.5 over the Cardinals. Been kind of a rough season for the NL Central, considering the Brewers have just run away with it, although in real life they've just been dogging it. But hopefully that race shakes out to be a little bit better as we get closer to the month of August. And then the NL West, another division that's just completely a washout. You're going to notice that with our season. A lot of divisions are not close at all, with the exception of the AL Central. And you got the Dodgers leading that one by 8.5 games. over the Giants and 9.5 over the Diamondbacks. That was a close race with the Diamondbacks and Padres at one point this season, but a 3-team race for second there pretty much. And then the Rockies way down. Get a look at the wild card here. Got the Nationals and Pirates at the playoffs ends of the day would be playing each other in Washington to see who would end up playing the Dodgers, I believe. And then you got the Giants, Diamondbacks, and Padres. Like I said, the race for second place right there in the NL West. And then the Cardinals and Reds, and then me. And I mean, I could be doing a lot worse. I think I'm only 7.5 out of that. So the division might be out of the question, but we have to see. Win games. That's what I got to do. But then you got the AL East here, another division that's kind of a wash almost. Yankees running away with that one, 8.5 up on the Red Sox, and then 10.5 up on the Blue Jays, and then the Rays and Orioles just aren't even in it. They're 15.5, 17.5 respectively out of the American League East. Then you got the AL Central. What a race right here. You got the White Sox leading it by a game over the Twins, 2 games over the Indians, and 2.5 over the Tigers. You got 4 teams separated by 2.5 games. That's going to be a hotly contested race going into the end of the season, I think. One of those teams is going to fall out. I'm going to probably say it's going to be the Tigers, just because they did deal a lot of people at the trade deadline. But we'll have to see. Every team on a losing streak, though, in that division. With the White Sox winning their last 2 ball games, sitting at 41 and 36. So, but playing only 1-4 of their last 6. And then you got the AL West. You got the Rangers leading that, 4 up on the A's and 6 up on the Angels, and then nobody else is really close. Surprising that the Astros really haven't made any moves in that division, considering they're doing so well in real life. They're actually leading the AL West in real life. But you got the Rangers there leading that one. And then just a quick look at the AL wild card before we wrap this up. We got the A's and the Bo Sox in the wild card spots there. Interesting wild card game there. And then a little bit of an interesting race there too. You got the Angels, Blue Jays, and Twins all within 2 games. So that's going to be another close race right there. So a few good races here in our season. Hopefully it shapes up to be a little bit better as the season rolls on. We still got 3 more months to go, guys. Thanks for watching. Come back for some more. Probably going to get another game started here in a few minutes. But be sure to check out all our videos on YouTube at Life of Raw Sports Gaming Network. And subscribe there if you like our videos. And then feel free to watch us all the time, anytime, here on Twitch when we are live at Life of Raw Sports Gaming. Feel free to follow us here as well. We'd really appreciate that. We do this just for fun, guys. We're just having a lot of fun here, trying to see who's the superior one and who can get to the playoffs, and then we'll see how the playoffs shake out. Come, I want to say probably late October. So our playoffs will be a little bit towards the end of the baseball playoffs, probably around World Series time. So come back and make sure you're checking these out. Just enjoy the videos. That's all we ask. If you don't like them, you don't have to watch them. If you like them, watch them. That's what we're doing for. We like sharing it with everybody here. And then don't forget, Madden's coming out next week. I believe it is Tuesday now. It is coming out 7 days from today. So you're gonna start seeing some preseason videos up here from our rebuilded season, and then King Rouse will be doing a drought season on his channel. So be sure to check that out on King Rouse at YouTube and on Twitch. Yeah, that's gonna go ahead and do it. Don't forget about our Twitter as well. Tells you what videos are posted and what's going on here with us at Life of Raw Sports Gaming at LRSTN on Twitter. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to you guys just keep it real. I've been talking too much.